Hello guys, nice to see you again. So I've been getting lots of requests for making a Ubuntu based installation transaction process registering. So today we're gonna set up a Sawtooth environment in an AWS instance. So I'm gonna walk through walk through through steps to set up a AWS instance and setting up the Sawtooth over there. So let's start. So I'm gonna create an instance. For this we'll go to community AMIs. We'll need Ubuntu. I'm gonna set for first one free tire. So the image I chose is 16.0.4 with processor Zen AI. Then we are gonna need a security group as well. We'll create it now. So this security group needs to allow uh, port number 80, 80, 8800 and 8080, 4004, 8008. So all these ports needs to be exposed, and if you are gonna make some other validator as like a public one, we can just add more security groups and allow that to expose REST API uh, or the application, and then make everything private. So the uh, validating and kind of adding more peers can be restricted to only private nodes. So I'll need, I'm just gonna create everything. Okay, so for every traffic, whatever the protocol may be, I'm exposing every port and for any IP address which is trying to connect. Suggesting me to do something else. That's it. Launch. My instance is gonna get started right now. We'll check the running instances. I'm gonna name it the primary node. And there I'll share the code which is required for adding second validator and more. So I don't want to create more nodes since I'm using free account, and I can't afford that much for having a private repository or anything. Sorry. Okay, so the first thing, I'm gonna move the AWS test file to current directory, and I'm gonna change the security mode. Then I'm gonna connect to that. It's but advised to set up elastic IP. Anyway, I'll set it up now. So when you're exposing the applications to outer world, this elastic IP would come in handy. But if you are not going to expose this API to uh, any other outer world, and only it will be exposed inside the application, then it's fine. You can just leave it. So the elastic API has been assigned now. Our instance is running. We have named our instance as well. Connect. Yes, since it's the first time I'm using this instance. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna update this. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look after this documentation. The latest version as of recording this video is 1.0.4. Just have to straight away jump into this section. So this will be only for developers. It's not advisable for general use. There will be some breakthrough changes or new changes which is not documented yet. So the first step, adding the keys. Second, adding the repository. Third, we are going to update our local repository as well and install. That's it. We have our Sawtooth environment setup. So if you run this, we'll get list of packages which have been installed in the name of Sawtooth. And there's one more thing which you need to do, which is not mentioned in the documentation anywhere. Hyperledger Fabric Composer. We have certain tools which we'll need for running this. So it's advised to go into this Hyperledger Composer tutorials. Installing, setting up Ubuntu, and then download the script and execute it. So it will install some build tools and Python for other purposes. Like I have faced issues with Node, installing some Node packages. I require Python, and for installing certain packages I require Go. So I installed almost everything. So I didn't have any other trouble after installing this. So I'll leave this link in the description, but since the versions upgrade, when the version upgrade is happening, this URL might get changed. So it's under installing and installing prerequisites Ubuntu section. See, it's installing everything. I'll need npm also. Since I'm primarily Node.js developer, I'm using Node.js. Okay, we don't have any other files right now. So Sawtooth. Okay, I'm gonna check my Github profile. So I'm just gonna use nvim for upgrading this to the latest version. I don't know which version is installed. Okay, Node is not installed. So npm only got installed so far. Or you can install nvm and then upgrade it. Okay, sudo apt. Okay, the problem is I have to disconnect and then reconnect it. Reconnect, so it'll available for me. Okay, so it is installed. So next I'm gonna download one of the projects. Okay, so this is a UI application with an UI. I'm just gonna run this node processor part. I've never tested this, so don't know whether it will work or not. Okay, so our transaction processor is ready. Not yet. Okay, this is a Docker based application, so I don't have to worry about this installation and all. So we can consider this transaction processor is ready for now. The next steps. Let's go back to the Sawtooth tutorial. Close it many times. So I have to generate a machine specific key for this whatever the user we have logged in first. Okay, so we have logged in as Ubuntu. This will create Ubuntu user, and then I'm gonna create a Genesis block. Then I'm gonna use this Genesis block to start the process. Now here using our private key, we have generated this Genesis block configuration file. So we'll need one more key file for validator. So if you just simply run this, we'll get the Sawtooth validator up and running. But if you want to make other networks discover this particular validator, then what I would suggest is use any of these. So this instance are no more, so you don't have to worry about the private IPs and all. So we are gonna bind the IP and the port for component interaction. So this can be this one can be localhost. So you just give localhost for every transaction processor. Else you have to type the exact IP on every transaction processor code when you are registering it. This is what other networks will be able to see. So when you are exposing, always use your private keys, and this is the endpoint where we can connect with this validator. Okay, so the same way, if you want to expose this REST API, so let me say, so this, if you are using this command, you have to mention the IP everywhere in your commands. If you are using localhost here, you just have to, if the default port is 4004, you just have to use bind, or this is not even necessary. If you want to expose this to public expose this REST API through public IP, you have to use private IP over here. So after the validator gets started, we are going to connect to the validator using REST API, and then we are going to register settings to this validator. The REST API part is mandatory anywhere. Okay, this is for Poet based validator. I'm not using it right now because I'm just developing some applications for POC purpose, so I'm not using Poet validator. There are steps for Poet as well. Okay, so you just have to search Poet here. You get some documentation for Poet based installation. So I'm just gonna start Sawtooth validator. Okay, so I'm gonna log into new instance. So before it gets timed out, I'm gonna just press this and it will run as another process. It won't block my processor. So as you can see, that's been started, and have to register settings TP. Okay, so I can just start using in key at least. As you can see, we have registered our initial block, and then one block has been generated right now. I'm just gonna cut it. So we'll start as a new instance right here. Now we are ready with our code. cd transfer chain app, cd processor, let me check. So they're using localhost only. So as you can see, this is the URL. We would be exposing here in this commands. So default will be localhost. So I'm gonna run install. Snap. Cutably. Okay. So it's up and running now. As you can see over here, a code, a transaction processor name transfer chain with the version 0.0 with the namespace has been registered. So we are up and running. With a validator and a transaction processor registered. So let me not check if I can run the client alone. I don't know where it is exposed. Okay, this scan. npm run build npm install http server. Okay, you don't have to mention anything this. Okay, so it's already exposed in private IP with the port 8080. Go back and check its public IP now. That is running not in the expected way. Okay, creating file. How to modify the application a little bit more. Okay, anyway, I haven't exposed the REST API to the outer world, so it can't be ran. So this is how we'll do it, guys. So I'll show you the code to submit the transaction used here. Source, okay, transfer chain, source, I. This is where you'll be changing your API URL. So once you change this, that's it. So your communication can happen from UI, or you have to write a middleware in this case, since HTTP calls has been blocked in the newer versions of Sawtooth. You have to write a middleware to manage your keys and then do some transactions on your behalf from UI. So chalo, that's it. No. Okay, bye, see you again. So if you have any questions, comment right below in the comment section, so I'll try to answer every question. Please do subscribe, like the video if you liked, unlike if the video you don't like, and then tell me the reason or any flaws I made. I just want to help you guys. Thank you. Bye.